today I want to talk a little bit about bank holiday, because obviously if you're a Brit, then it's your duty to go to the nearest beer garden on Bank Holiday Sunday, crack open a Copperberg mixed fruit, and drink the day away, to be honest with you. And there's going to be a lot of people out there who are a little bit anxious or a little bit fearful of bank holiday, especially if they're trying to lose weight, because ultimately bank holiday involves food, it involves drink, it involves lots of stuff that you don't really focus on when trying to lose fat. And don't worry, I'm not going to be one of those boring bellends that say, oh yeah, you shouldn't be drinking, you shouldn't be going out on bank holiday if you want to lose weight, because ultimately, where's the fun in that? And secondly, it's false. Like, at the end of the day, you can still go out and enjoy yourself on bank holiday, even if you are trying to lose weight. And I'm about to show you tips on how you can do exactly that. First things first, what you need to remember is that alcohol is much like any macronutrient, is in that it's got calories in it. The only thing that alcohol is different, like partially different in regards to other macronutrients, is it's not really got a metabolic use. So obviously you've got carbohydrates, energy, and then obviously you've got protein, which is good for recovery muscles, whereas alcohol is a toxin. It literally is a toxin. It's toxic for our bodies, and our bodies want to get rid of it so quickly, as quick as possible. That's ultimately why we get drunk, because our bodies try and metabolize it, and the metabolism of alcohol produces the toxins, and then the toxins are the things that get us pissed. It's got 7 kilocalories per gram in it, which means every gram of alcohol or every milliliter of alcohol that you drink, that's about 7 calories. And then obviously the other things in there as well, like the barley, the rind, everything that's in the drink that you're drinking, basically. So you just got to account for it just like any other drink, to be honest with you. Now, from that brings my second point: make better, smarter choices. So a pint of beer or a glass of wine is around 160 to 190 calories. A spirit and diet mixer, on the other hand, is about 50 to 60 calories. The difference between those calories is there's about, obviously, as you're just well aware, there's about 3 times as many calories in like a pint of beer or a glass of wine than there is a single Captain Morgan's and Diet Coke, for example. So make smarter choices. I'm not saying you've got to completely give up wine or completely give up beer, but don't spend all night on them. If you want to lose fat, it's probably going to be ideal just to limit them as much as you can. Maybe have 1 pint or 1 glass of wine, or 2 pints or 2 glasses of wine, and then the rest of your drinks you have the spirits and diet mixers. Thirdly, I recommend tracking your calories at the start of the week. So work out your calorie intake as a weekly average. Let's say, for example, your weekly average is 2,000 calories. Let's say, for example, you're trying to intake 2,000 calories. And then on Saturday, and then that means that over the course of the week you're supposed to be eating 14,000 calories. And then on the Sunday, you manage to smash out 3,500 calories. Take your 14,000 minus 3,500, which is left with 10,500, sorry. And then divide that by 6, because that's the amount of days rest in the week. And you're left with 1,750, which means 1,750 is the amount of calories that you should be eating in the rest of the days in order to stay within that deficit. That is how to make sure that you're still on track with your deficit despite a big night, for example. And finally, try and do more shit during the day. So, for example, try and keep your activity high. Don't just, get a taxi from bar to bar or pub to pub. Probably walk from bar to bar or pub to pub. Have a dance. You know what I mean? On the way home, obviously, have a little bit of sensibility with what you eat. If you're wanting something greasy, if you're wanting something nice, then obviously just try and be a little bit more sensible with it. Like, do you really need a large pizza with 4 toppings, or can you deal with a small pizza with 2 toppings? Do you really need a large quarter pounder meal with 3 sides from McDonald's, or can you really just stick for a mayo chicken and chips? Do you really need a double beef burger with extra cheese, chips, mayo, chicken nuggets and mozzarella dippers? Or can you literally just do with a chicken burger and wedgies, for example? Make smarter choices regarding that as well. And that is ultimately how you're going to get through bank holiday, but still make sure that you are consistent with your fat loss journey. And that is just a few tips that I think that obviously everybody can take in mind in order to keep that going. So just to very, very briefly run past that again. Number 1, understand that alcohol is just the same as any other macronutrient. It's got 7 calories per gram. Just account for it as if you do with any other macronutrient. Number 2, make smart choices. The different a glass of wine or a pint of beer is 160 to 190 calories. A spirit and diet mixer is about 50 to 60 calories. Keep that in mind and make smarter choices. Number 3, work out your weekly average in regards to your calories, minus however many you eat on or drink on the Sunday from your overall weekly average. divide the rest by 6, and that's how many calories you should be eating for the rest of the week in order to keep on track. And finally, just don't be a dick with it. Be sensible. Think about it, especially on like the walk home or what you're actually doing within the night. Go dancing. Don't get a taxi. Walk to places. Instead of getting like a large meal with 3 sides, get like a small meal with 1 side, because you're probably going to be puking up anyway, let's be honest. Just be a little bit more smart and a little bit more educated about it instead. I hope that helps and I hope that makes sense. If you've got any more questions for me, send them through to my Instagram at k.p_health. If you want any of my free resources, including my Ultimate Eating Out Guide, my 5-ingredient recipe book, or my free alcohol cheat sheet, please feel free to send me an email on my email address, kieran@kphealth.co.uk, and I'll be more than happy to send that through to you ASAP. In the meantime, take care, have a lovely rest of your day, have a lovely rest of your week, and I'll speak to you again very soon. Take care.